Hello everyone and welcome to Victoria's Cantina. Today we're having a look at the REBOR Utahraptor Ostrommaysorum Wind Hunter, which is billed as being a museum quality 35th scale dinosaur model. Now this is the very first product I have purchased from REBOR. REBOR is a UK based company that began producing dinosaur models last year. And like Papo, who also produces very nicely detailed dinosaurs, REBOR also now has a roster of very nice looking dinosaur figurines. As such, I am greatly looking forward to getting this out of the box and examining it a little bit closer. The box itself, as you can see, is a very nice matte black. It shows you the silhouette of the Utahraptor. The back of the box shows what is referred to there as the REBOR Collections Catalog. It shows 3 other dinosaurs in this series. Inside the black sleeve of the packaging, we have a cardboard box in there. So I'm going to go ahead, we're going to pull this out. And wow, this is very nice. Looks like we have a little insert right there that gives us some information on the Utahraptor. That is so cool. Shows you the size of it in relation to a human. This was the biggest of the known raptors. Back of it has instructions on how to assemble the Utahraptor. It's certainly well protected, as you can see. I mean, there's foam covering it. So that's really, really cool. Pull the dinosaur out, and it comes in a plastic baggie. It also has a band here. It looks like an elastic band holding the mouth shut, or maybe so that it doesn't bite me as I take it out of the packaging. And here we have the display base. Ooh, this is quite hefty. This is probably even heavier than the figure. Ooh, look at the detail on that. Isn't that nice? Yep, we have the arms in there. Alright, so to get the wings on there, looks like there's simply a little peg right there, and then you'll see the hole. Alright, so we have our Utahraptor. Let's put him or her aside, and then we'll take the display base, which, again, absolutely gorgeous looking display base. Ooh, and the bottom even says Utahraptor Wind Hunter. Very, very cool. I like this base. Looks like there's a little metal rod, and I assume we want to place that in there. And then the Utahraptor has a hole on its foot, and it's in. It kind of free spins a little bit. I think it should be a little bit tighter, but you know, it is certainly in there. Wow. I must say that this is a very stunning piece. As you can see, REBOR did a very, very nice job sculpting this. This is absolutely impressive. Of course, this is a feathered dinosaur, so that's not everybody's cup of tea, but, you know, raptors have been proven to have had feathers, so, you know, it is how they looked. Give you a close-up here of the head. Just look at that detail. It looks wonderful. You have the what looked like maybe like soft furry feathers on top. See the scaling there on the bottom of its head. Give you a look from the other side. Very cool. The jaw does open, though I did find it to be kind of hard to get it open when I first tried it. I had to use a butter knife covered with a microfiber cloth in order to pry it open, but it is open. Look there inside the mouth. Very nice detail. The teeth look really, really good. You can see some detail on the roof of the mouth. Inside of the mouth, you can see its tongue. And the skin kind of looks like it overlaps over the teeth a good bit. And especially that's noticeable in the bottom lower jaw. And that's about as much as you can get it open, but it does look really, really nice. But I love the skin there. The way that they blended all the coloring. You got some yellows, you got some silvery whites, you got some black spots. This is just really magnificent. The rest of the body, also very nice. It has more of that soft feathering that continues along the dinosaur's body. And it's just very nicely textured and very nicely painted. I love the way that they highlighted it with a little bit of yellow, just to give it a little bit more color and, character. Very nice. You can even see some striping down the sides of the dinosaur. And just looking at it from all angles, really, this is beautiful. Very, very impressed. Underside of the dino, more of the scaly dinosaur skin. Now, it does kind of look a little bit abrupt how the lower jaw goes from being like a chalky white to suddenly being like a darker kind of yellow. That kind of looks like something that could have been blended a little bit better, in my opinion. Now, of course, the arms are very unique on this guy, and just looking at it, it's got very nice ruffled-looking feathers, and very cool. There's even like a little bit of blue in them, some more of that yellow and white. Absolutely lovely. Of course, very bird-like in appearance. It certainly looks like something that could have evolved into a bird. Pretty nice detail there on the tip of it. See some more larger feathers like you see on the wings. Underside of them just looks kind of blacked out. It does say REBOR there on the side of the tail. So it says made in PRC, People's Republic of China. The legs look very nice, very muscular. Even though this is a very lean and bird-like, very agile-looking dinosaur, it's still got that musculature that you might associate with dinosaurs. You can certainly see that in the legs, which look very powerful. I love how this one leg is outstretched while the other one, is up in the air so that it can take another step. Of course, you have the sickle claw right there that raptors are famous for. We have the other one right there. Very nice looking foot, and we have an arm that just fell out. It does seem a little bit loose, I will admit. Like this arm here on the left seems pretty sturdy, but this one is a little bit loose. Now, to bring back the display base, we can take a better look at it. Looks very nice. Of course, we know that raptors, largely lived in deserted areas like Mongolia, Montana. This kind of looks like almost the kind of rock you would see in a desert, very reddish, orangey tone to it. It looks like there's, I don't know if that's a raptor skull, but, certainly it looks predatory. So you can see the peg hole and then an outline there for the foot to be put in place. Just a very cool and very hefty looking base. And again, underneath it, tells you what this is. So that's very, very nice. Now, I have read online that some of these raptors, or maybe even all of them, have a tendency to sag since the peg is a little bit too short. I hope that doesn't happen with mine, but if it's happening to everybody's, then I guess you kind of got to expect that it's going to happen to mine at some point as well. I picked this up for $29.99 from Big Bad Toy Store. They are a little bit hard to come by. I've only found 2 stores that carry them online. One was Big Bad Toy Store, and the other is Dan's Dinosaurs. Okay, guys, so this is the next day. I do want to show you that the dinosaur has in fact started to droop quite a bit. Very unfortunately. From what I have found here, the reasoning for this seems to be that the hole underneath the foot, you can see there, is kind of stretched out just a little bit, and I think that's what's preventing it from staying perfectly upright. Now, it's very unfortunate considering how nice of a model this is otherwise. The only other issue, of course, is that the right arm is a little bit loose and, seems to free spin just a little bit. Other than that, this is a very nice design. It's a very nicely painted and decorated dinosaur. The sculpt is magnificently done, but the fact that the arm is loose and, especially the fact that it's drooping this much, kind of does turn me off just a little bit. I'm not sure if I'm going to end up keeping this one or seeing if I can exchange it for perhaps another REBOR dinosaur model of a different species, but I'm not completely satisfied here because of this issue. So as such, I say that if you like the design of the animal, it may be worth checking out. But, if the droopiness of it is something that you think is going to bother you, then I would say just stay away from this one for now and, check out one of REBOR's other dinosaurs or, one of Papa's other dinosaurs. It's a stunning piece, but unfortunately, it does have a few issues that prevent me from recommending this with 100% confidence to you. All right, my friends, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. As always, I want to thank you for watching Victoria's Cantina. Until next time, bye-bye.